Hello friends, welcome to another reading lesson with Miss Meadows. I am so excited to be learning with you today. Now, today we are going to be doing a reread of our story, The Contest. And so Miss Meadows thinks she did a pretty good job reading it yesterday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to the video of me reading from yesterday. I'm going to let you do a little rewatch of that, but I want you to try and remember your job yesterday was to evaluate, remember? Was to evaluate, which means to think about all the words the author says and pick out the important ones to then create an opinion about your favorite American symbol at the end. And yesterday we met together, we discussed what our favorite American symbol was, and we talked about that with our friends. And now at the end of our lesson today, at the end of our reread, we are going to be writing and expressing our opinion in writing in our My Books. So I'm going to cut away. I'm going to let you listen to the story, do a little re-listen, and maybe your opinion from yesterday stayed the same, or maybe it's different this time. Who knows? And I want you to just listen, enjoy, and I will be back at the end to kind of give you your task for what you're going to do. This should be kind of easy because of yesterday. So enjoy, sit back, listen to the past Miss Meadows from before, and I'll be back in just a second. Have fun, friends! The story today is called The Contest. The title is, once again, The Contest. The author is Libby Martinez, or the person who writes the words, and it's illustrated by Nina de Polonia, is the illustrator or the person who draws the pictures. Go ahead, turn your page. And what I would like you to do is, as I'm reading this story, please in your My Book follow along with your finger as I'm reading. I would love to give that reminder to you because that helps you to associate the words that I'm saying with the words on the page. It helps you become a reader so quickly. So please follow along with your finger as I'm reading. America has many symbols. A symbol stands for something. A symbol can be a flag. It can be a statue. It can also be a bird. So this friend is looking at this bulletin board here that's got different symbols of America. Look at that heading on that bulletin board, Symbols of America. And then all of these pictures are labeled. It says Mount Rushmore, Bald Eagle, Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial, the flag, and the Statue of Liberty. Those are all symbols that stand for America. It says, find out about symbols that some students like best. Who gives the best reasons? It is a contest. Vote for your favorite symbol. So we are participating in what looks like a contest. Now, when I look at these pictures, it says Best American Symbol Contest. We've got Jade, Pete, Lynn, Kate, and Brad. Looks like Jade is going to be working on what symbol? The bald eagle. Pete's going to be working on what symbol? The Washington Monument. Lynn's going to be working on what symbol? The Lincoln Memorial. Kate is going to be working on what symbol? The Statue of Liberty. And Brad's going to be working on what symbol? You know this one. The flag. You got it. Now, is it an important detail to notice that Kate's got red hair? Is that important to our story? No, that's not an important detail. We're evaluating that that's not an important detail we need to remember. Is it an important detail to look and see that Brad has blue eyes? No, that's cool because we might look and think, oh, I've got the same color eye, but does that help us understand the story? No, it doesn't. But is it an important detail to know that these friends are competing in a contest about which is the best American symbol? Yeah, that is important. We need to know that they're doing a contest. Is it important to know what a symbol of America is? Yeah, that's why we practiced it in our vocabulary, what a symbol is. We practiced that last week. So that is an important detail to know that these are the symbols of America and that these friends are going to be doing a contest to see which is the best based off of their opinion. Go ahead, turn your page. So here is our friend this is Pete. He is doing his presentation on the Washington Monument. I'm going to be kind of explaining his presentation to you on the Washington Monument. So here it says Washington Monument. George Washington was the first president. There are many monuments to honor him. He is on Mount Rushmore with 3 other presidents. His face is 60 feet tall. Whoa. He says, but I think that's a reason to describe. He's about to give us a reason why he thinks this is his opinion. But I think the Washington Monument is better. It honors just George Washington. It is 555 feet tall. That's huge. It is the best symbol because it looks, because that's going to give us a reason. It looks like a big number 1. That stands for our first president. And here he's got this little picture he made too. George Washington was the first president. There are many monuments to honor him. He's on Mount Rushmore. We see right here it's pointing to George Washington with 3 other presidents, and his face is 60 feet tall. That is huge. And then here we've got this label that says Washington Monument. But I think the Washington Monument is better. It honors just George Washington. It is 555 feet tall. It is the best symbol because it looks like a big number 1. That stands for our first president. Very cool. So that's his presentation on the Washington Monument. We got a lot of details from this. We're evaluating a lot of things and deciding a lot of important details. So as we're listening to this, all these details that he gave are important details to the story. So the fact that the Washington Monument looks like a number 1, that's an important detail. The fact that George Washington was our first president, that's an important detail we need to remember. And another important detail to remember is kind of the presentation he gave and then your opinion. Do you think the Washington Monument is the best symbol? Maybe you do right now, but maybe your mind's going to change. So let's hear what other friends have to say. Lynn is going to be talking about the Lincoln Memorial. So this says the Lincoln Memorial is the best symbol. First, it stands for freedom. It was made to honor President Abraham Lincoln. He said all people should be free. That's a great thought. All people should be free. Important detail we should evaluate. This is Lincoln Memorial, labeling this picture of the Lincoln Memorial. Here's a guy we just talked about the other day. We have Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who says, I have a dream. Second, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave a famous speech there. It was about being fair to all people. The Lincoln Memorial stands for being free and fair. So we got some more important details from this that we are evaluating. We're taking those authors' words and evaluating and deciding what's important. We know that Abraham Lincoln said all people should be free. That's important. We know that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave a famous speech here saying that all people should be treated fairly and should be free. That's also an important detail. So let's think, do you like the Washington Monument better? Or do you like the Lincoln Memorial better? Be thinking what your opinion is, and it might change with one of our next ones. Next we have the flag. Everybody knows this one. I've got it right above me. Ready? Boop. There's our classroom flag right above me. We know this one. This is Brad's entry into the contest. The best symbol is the flag. I like it because it stands for our whole country or our whole nation. National, remember that vocabulary word? The 50 stars stand for the 50 states. We learned that just the other day. I also like the flag because it tells us about our past. Long ago, there were just 13 states. They were called colonies at first. The 13 stripes stand for the 13 states. So there he is talking about the flag. We know that it has 50 stars for 50 states. That's important. And we know that the 13 stripes stand for the original 13 colonies. That's important. So now we've got 3 choices: the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, or the flag. Which one is your favorite that you've heard from so far? Our last friend is the Statue of Liberty. So this says my favorite symbol is the Statue of Liberty. I like it because liberty means freedom. Many people come to America to be free. They hope for a better life. France gave America the statue. that is another reason I like it. I like that countries can give gifts to one another. The Statue of Liberty makes me think of hope and friends. So we've got some other important details on this page. We know that the Statue of Liberty was given to us by France. That's important. We know that it was a gift to us. That's important. We know that it's a symbol of freedom, because a lot of people come to America to be free, and then they see this statue and they know that they're going to have the opportunity to be free. So now we've got the Washington Monument, we've got the flag, we've got the Lincoln Memorial, and we've got the Statue of Liberty. So now, turn your page. It says, now vote. Which symbol do you like best, and why? Enjoyed the re-listening to of the story, and maybe your opinion on what you read changed. Maybe you have a new favorite American symbol, but maybe it stayed the same. Maybe you think, oh, I still liked the bald eagle, or maybe you kind of like the Lincoln Monument a little bit better this time. I'm not sure, but what you are going to do, yesterday we did a little bit of a turn and talk with our friends on the carpet, and today you're going to open up your My Book and you're going to find this page in your My Book. And here it says, the best symbol is blank. What do you think it is? Now, my answer might not be the same as somebody in my class, or my answer might not be the same as somebody in Miss Walter's class. My answer could be different from everybody else in here. But you want to think about your opinion. What is your opinion? What do you think the best symbol is? And you're going to write it on that line. So if you want to work along with me, you may go ahead, pause the video, and write the best symbol is blank on that line. If you need to go back in the story, you can either flip back in your My Book and find it, or you could also rewind the video to find it. The best symbol is blank, and write it in your My Book right on this line right here. Then, once you've done that, you've either done that already or you're going to do it after I give directions. You need to give 3 reasons why you think it's the best. Now, Miss Meadows is okay if you want to draw those or if you want to write sentences. I'm okay with either, but yesterday on the carpet, I know my class at least gave 1 reason for their favorite American symbol. I heard a reason from each of you. And from some of you, I even heard more than 1 reason. So, I know you've got these reasons, because we can't just have an opinion and say, I like bald eagle. We've got to have that because, right? So I like the bald eagle because I heard a couple of different answers from my friend yesterday. I heard, I like the bald eagle because it flies. Maybe that's your reason, but you need to have, how many boxes do we have? 1, 2, 3 reasons, which I think you can come up with, and they can either be drawings or they can be sentences. You pick, but go ahead. I want you to, the best symbol is blank, write it, and then reason 1, reason 2, and reason 3. You're going to write your opinion for us, and then we can take these opinions and share them out to the class when we're done. So go ahead, go work on those. I hope you enjoyed our story today, and I hope you enjoy writing your opinion. Have so much fun, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.